Welcome to Mysterious Encounters. Some films entertain us, some films confuse us, and then there are films that quietly plant an idea in the mind and refuse to leave. In 2010, director Christopher Nolan released a film that did something unusual. It did not simply tell a story about dreams. It built a system around them, a world where the subconscious could be entered like a city, explored like a maze, and manipulated like a machine. The film was called Inception, and more than a decade later, its central question still echoes. What if the mind itself could be engineered? A group of specialists enters dreams in order to steal secrets buried deep within the subconscious. But the true mission in the film is something far stranger, not theft. Insertion, an idea, planted so deeply within the mind that the target believes it originated from within. This process is called inception, and according to the film, it is the most dangerous operation possible, because once an idea truly takes root inside the human mind, it becomes almost impossible to remove. To understand why this concept is so powerful, we have to examine how the film structures reality itself. In Inception, dreams are not chaotic hallucinations. They are environments, architectures. Each dream layer is constructed by an architect, someone who designs the subconscious, landscape, cities, buildings, streets, rooms, entire worlds that exist only inside the mind. The dreamer walks through them as if they are real, never questioning the environment around them. And this idea touches on a much older philosophical question. If the mind can construct a world that feels completely real, how can we ever be certain that the waking world is not constructed as well? Philosophers have wrestled with this idea for centuries. In ancient China, the philosopher Zhuangzi once described a dream in which he became a butterfly. When he awoke, he asked a strange question. Was he a man who dreamed he was a butterfly? Or a butterfly now dreaming it was a man? Centuries later, the philosopher René Descartes proposed a similar dilemma. How do we know that our senses can be trusted? Could reality itself be a dream, so convincing that we never question it? Inception turns these ancient questions into a cinematic system, dreams inside dreams. Reality layered like floors in a building, each level feeling real, until the next layer reveals it was not. But the film introduces one more idea: control. In the dream world, control belongs to the architect. They design the streets, they control the physics, they decide how the world behaves. Yet the subconscious mind resists. It fights back. In the film, projections, representations of the dreamer's mind attack intruders who attempt to manipulate the environment. The subconscious does not like to be rewritten, and this detail may be the most fascinating concept hidden within the story, because the human mind, even in reality, is built to defend its beliefs. When new ideas challenge the structure of the mind, resistance appears. The subconscious protects its architecture. But what happens when an idea manages to slip past those defenses, when it becomes accepted as truth? This is the true meaning of inception. Not forcing someone to believe something, but guiding them to discover the idea themselves. Once the mind claims ownership of the thought, it becomes permanent, and this raises an uncomfortable possibility. How many of the ideas we believe today were planted there? By culture, by authority, by media, by systems designed to influence perception? Throughout the film, the characters use a small object called a totem, a personal item designed to reveal whether the user is in a dream or in reality. The most famous of these objects is a spinning top. If it spins forever, the world is a dream. If it falls, reality has returned. But the film never clearly answers the final question. In the last scene, the top spins and spins and spins. Then the screen cuts to black. We never see whether it falls. And perhaps that is the point, because the true mystery of Inception is not whether the character is dreaming. It is whether we ever truly know when we are awake. The film suggests that reality may not be a fixed place. Instead, it may be something constructed, perceived, interpreted through the architecture of the mind, the environments we move through, the beliefs we hold, the stories we tell ourselves about the world. All of them may be structures built inside consciousness. Dreams simply reveal how fragile that structure really is. Because if the mind can build a convincing world while we sleep, what prevents it from doing the same while we are awake? Perhaps that is why Inception continues to fascinate audiences years after its release. It does not just entertain, it destabilizes. It leaves a small question behind in the viewer's mind, a question that quietly echoes long after the film ends. What if reality itself is simply the deepest layer of the dream? And if that were true, would we even want to wake up?